All right, so this one right here is Grant Cardone, What to Do When School Fails You, right?
Mhm.
So let's move this right here off a little bit.
Yeah.
And so what to do when school? So what do you think he's even gonna be getting at?
Um. Well, one, he's always selling something,
Right.
so I'm sure he'll be selling something and telling you why it's school failed you, how whatever he's selling isn't gonna fail you.
But let's get
Mm.
into it. Let's see.
All right.
If you're doing self improvement, your first investment will not be that self improvement course. It was college and it failed you.
Right.
Or it was high school and that failed you. So what happens with people is the reason they don't want to do the self improvement thing is because education failed them.
I just want to say before education, high school is some people live off high school like that's their best time of their life. They be like
Yeah.
60 years old still talking about their time in high school, right? Whether if it's Al Bundy, you know what I'm saying, if it's
Oh,
Gigi,
yeah.
whatever, you know what I mean? But I guess when he said high school failed you is because of the education, but I feel like you get like a regular education in high school no matter what you're supposed to get, but what you're really supposed to be there for is to build the connections and to know people for later on in life so you can make things happen and connect and
Yeah.
things. So I feel like you should leave high school with friends and other people that you can actually end up doing business with in the future.
I feel like that's college. I don't think like most people they may have one or two friends from high school,
Yeah.
and not usually they're not even in business or building connections or anything off of that. I think college is where you really make the connections that can help you in any kind of business
Well,
or
I feel like by college people are more know what they're gonna do, so you get those. But a lot of people don't even get to go to college, so
yeah.
their connections only can come from high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let's see what he's talking about.
They're like, I don't want to spend money on your course. How bad was high school for you, dude?
All right, right there. That goes back to what you just said.
Yeah.
So he's responding. This is a response to people who said that they don't want to spend money on his course.
Yeah.
So this is the perspective he's taking, right?
Yeah.
He's saying, school
I'm trying.
failed you,
Right.
so you're looking at me like I'm school and I'm gonna fail you.
Yeah.
So he's gonna give you a whole pitch on why you shouldn't compare his thing to your past trauma
Oh yeah.
from not getting anything from high school and college.
Yeah. Let's get in.
It's terrible, man. It was terrible. It's a waste of time. 12 years. I learned nothing. I got nothing out of it. Then I went to college. I did that for 2 years. I'm 40 grand in debt. Couldn't even get a job. The first self-improvement course you guys did failed you. And it took too long. And it cost too much. And it's called school. And it failed most.
School costs a lot. High school free, but it's not really free, but it's free. But it's kind of not free because it's public.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh, um, well, definitely college isn't free for most people, and that's another topic. But that's crazy how you accumulate so much debt just to learn stuff that you don't even do anything with.
Yeah. College is way more expensive than his course. That's what he's gonna say.
It's why I didn't study. I didn't pay attention in class. Okay, when I got out of class, I didn't know what to do. I didn't think my grades matter, but they did matter. You know why? Because until I actually learned how to read a book,
That's his book.
until I decided, hey, I gotta read,
He
man.
wrote that.
He said that's his book.
Yeah.
In case you missed
He
it.
wrote that, right? The 10x rule, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Gotta learn how to read. I couldn't fulfill my potential. Everything you want, folks, everything you want is in a book.
He's good.
Everything you want to learn in life
I
is
feel like he probably like even practiced that. Like, I'm gonna grab the book, hold it in my
Sales
hand,
tactic.
and then I'm gonna tap it and tell
Yeah.
you. But I'm not gonna tell you about this book. I'm gonna say everything you want is in the book. But I'm holding the book.
Right. That connects.
it's in a book somewhere.
In a book
You
somewhere.
can resist it.
Mhm.
The average American reads one book
He's
a year.
good.
Okay? The average American reads one book a year.
Let it be this.
Some of you, you're like, damn, that's more books than I read last year. Okay? I've written 5 books in the last 4 years. I write this book, come out with it. 6 months later, write a book on closing a deal. Okay? We publish that book. We talk about it. This book comes out if you're not first, you're last. I'm talking about it. This is in 1 year, 3 books. Okay?
If you're not first, you're last. You know what that's from?
I do know where that's from. That Talladega movie,
Talladega
right?
Nights. Yeah. I remember his father came, and then his father came to, and this is funny. I don't mean to go off top topic really,
Mhm.
but I remember in that movie, and this happens to me all the time, right? Because in
Mhm.
the movie, his father came to the kindergarten class and gave a speech for career day and said, "If you're not first, you're last," and sped off. And he held on to that and he built his whole life off of that principle. If you're not
Yeah.
first, you're last. And he won all the NASCAR stuff. And when he meets his father,
Mhm.
like later on in life, his father's like, "What are you talking about? I never said that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just feel like, and I feel like that happens. Like you never know what you say that other people cling on to, and you're just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
So
Like
but
you say a lot of stuff, and I'm like, remember
and I'm
you
like,
said this, and I really that's always sticks with me. You're like, I said that.
let's see how he going with it.
If You're Not First, You're Last is a book about how to literally get people to not forget you. Okay? That becomes a New York Times bestseller. And then I come out with the 10X rule. This outsells every other business book in airports. Now, why am I writing books? There's no money in books, folks. Why would I write 4 books? The average American reads 1 book a year. Why would I write books? Why am I doing this? Because I want readers to know me.
Mm.
The app.
They say if you want to hide something from people, put it in a book.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he's saying that people that are actually reading want to gain that knowledge, and they're actually searching for something that they can benefit, right? Maybe.
Well, I guess readers are a certain type of people. Like I just know, like if you're looking for, like if you're talking about like like marketing stuff, if readers know you, those are probably the people that consume the most of like whatever he's trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like
So readers are
readers are gonna get, yeah, they're people who are looking for knowledge and education and different things. So if you're a reader, then you're also somebody who's going to buy his course, somebody who's going to come to his conference where he's doing right there on screen.
Yeah.
And so he probably just knows. But I don't believe that. There's a lot of money in books, right? Because books is content. There's just as much money in books as it is in music. You know what I'm saying? Like people are reading all day long. That's like saying there's no money in websites. You know what I mean? It's reading content. You know what I mean? I'm sure. I mean, I don't know what scale he's talking about though, because when you say no money, he could be saying that it's not the amount of money that he's gonna make by
selling something else.
Yeah, like maybe the real estate market that he does. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he can make $50 million in real estate, and in books he's only gonna make $3 million.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say there's no money in books. It's content, and there's always money in all types of content.
Okay. Let's see.
Average American reads 1 book a year. The top CEOs in America read 5 books a month, 60 plus books a year.
Yeah. I like that because the average American is not. When you talk about average people, like you're really talking about low key, like below average. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows you that I just believe in doing things like that above average people do to just know my bar. You know what I'm saying? So like if I want to be a CEO, I'm going to look at what CEOs do and say, okay, the average CEO reads 5 books a month. Let me at least knock that off because that's something I could control myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not a lot of things are out of your control that you could control.
Yeah.
So I like that. You know what I mean? The average person reads 1 book, and the CEO reads 5 a month.
So his target audience are the CEOs.
The CEOs, yeah.
Yeah.
The people that have money to spend on whatever he's trying to sell.
Yeah.
So that's just.
Yeah, you want to be in the game? Read. 10X was written for me. It wasn't written for you.
And then he ended it with, "You want to be in the game? Read," which means buy my book because this
Yeah.
is the only book. I'm gonna tell you to read, and then this is the only book in the vicinity. Like, I'm not gonna buy no other books.
Yeah.
So on your way out, this is on your mind. Read. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he about to sell.
Yeah.
Because them books, he's not giving them out free, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Even though there's no money in books.
Yeah.
10X just solved some of my problems, okay? I've been in business 30 years. It's only the last 7 that changed my life. It wasn't the first 23. So you see where I'm at today, but you don't see all the days that I got up when I didn't want to get up. All the days when I went to work and made a call when I didn't want to make a call. All the days that I called somebody back that had rejected me over and over and over again. All the book publishers that wouldn't publish my books. All the TV people that said, no, man, you're too noisy. All that. All the things that are happening to you right now, the sick days, the illnesses, the family that's pulling against you, the friends that counted you out.
I'm just saying, he's going through all this, and I feel like his thing is to show this, though. And it's funny because I don't like when people do something and speak like they're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who's saying, like right now, he's saying, oh, you don't see the grind, but he never shows the grind really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say never because I don't watch all his content to know, but every time I see him talking about how it's not about the G wagon while he's driving the G wagon. You know what I'm saying? So he's almost like he's doing the things that he knows grabs the people that he's trying to get to, and then he's saying, acting like, oh, that's not what I'm doing. Like, I'm not flashing the jet behind me. Like, you're literally set up this scene to be like this. You literally pulled up the Rolls Royce next to the jet and said, I'm going to have this both in the scene, and then you're going to get on camera and talk like, oh, it's not, it's not about this though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was he saying it's not about that, or was he saying like
you don't see
the hard work that I had to do to get this?
Yeah, but I don't see it because you're showing me this, not that.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I see him, he's showing me something like that.
Yeah, gotcha.
You feel me? He's showing me the vacation in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The problems you've had in your past, whatever it is, look, you can use it as an excuse, or you can use it as fuel.
Yeah, so that's it on that one. That was good. It's Grant Cardone. How do you feel about Grant Cardone overall?
I mean, I have mixed feelings. I think he has a lot of good points. I've seen a couple of videos where I'm like, that was good.
Yeah.
Certain things, but then there's always a catch with everything he says. Always an agenda. I don't think it's hidden all the time. It's just like, but you know that he's gonna be trying to sell you something. He's a salesman. That's what he does.
Yeah, I feel like he's a good salesman. I feel like that he uses. I feel like he's a good salesman. You know what I mean? And as long as people know that they're, I feel like most of the people he talks to don't know they're being sold to.
Yeah.
Which is a thing. I mean,
Yeah.
but he's so good, he doesn't even hide it. But they just don't pick it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And but I do think that he doesn't fully disclose everything that he's going to do. He kind of like gets you to like buy into whatever he's doing, like whether he's doing like the crowdfunding real estate thing where he's grabbing like 15 people to put it there, $50 million, and then he's managing it, getting paid to manage it, load it off, go buy a property, gets paid to manage it, then sells it, and then gets paid again, while the other people who put the money up only get paid once only on the sale.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they kind of. I mean, so even if they lose money on the sale, he still get paid. Paid 3 times.
He's the kind of person that'll tell you anything to get you to buy what he needs. He's not necessarily. Actually, you pointed this out to me. He's not necessarily the kind of person that's. What does it say? Not authentic. What's the honorable?
I wouldn't say it's not honorable, but I know what you mean.
It was a word because he described himself integrity.
Integrity.
And then he said, a person of integrity is going to say what they're going to do, then figure out how to do it. And you said that's more like the opposite of integrity. You don't really say you're going to do something without having the means to do it. Right?
I just feel like you promise less and over the deliver.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's always like set expectations. That's in everything. Everybody even. I feel like I've been hearing more and more people say that lately too. But setting expectations is because you don't want to oversell something, and then even when you because if the expectations are so high, and let's say he's telling people, oh, I'm gonna make you $100 million. So even when he makes you $50 million, he did a great job, but he's so far below the expectation, you feel like you lost, and you feel like he got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's better to be like, yo, I'm gonna make you 10 mil. And then go make that person 50 mil, and then it's like I'm 5x what I told you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I always move off that principle. You know what I mean? But everybody got their way. His way works for him and his family, and it is what it is. But I don't necessarily knock what he do, but I just see it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if everybody who's involved in what his thing is seeing it.
Right.
That's how I feel about Grant Cardone.
Okay. Well, that's it for now.
Deuces.